right, good morning, everybody. Welcome. Second day of STA. I hope everybody had a good time last night with the golf. I know it was hot. With the tennis, I know it was hot. With the beach, it was hot. But I think everybody had a good time. And, up and ready and anxious to hear some good speakers today. So before we start, I want to once again thank all the sponsors. I can't say it enough. It just cannot have this without the sponsors. So let's give everybody a big round of applause. At this time, there's nothing else to do except one thing. Let's get Kevin's symbol up here and give the president's address. Woo!
All right, y'all can hear me?
Yes, sir.
All right, I'd like to ask for everyone who is 30 years old or younger to raise their hand. Raise your way up. Nice, nice.
That's good.
All right, just a hand there. Give a hand to the person. All right. For everybody else, I want you to think about what you were doing 30 years ago. The summer of 1995. Think for a minute about who you worked for, who you spent time with, where you lived. I was living in Terrell, South Carolina, working for Terrell Yarn Mills, celebrating 2 years of marriage to Melanie, 27 years old, soon to be 28, and attending my first STA annual meeting. Max Huntley was the STA president. I was all but certain that I was the youngest person in the room. In those days, association president seemed to me to be a larger-than-life figure. Doyle Kidd, 98, James Payne, 99, Lyman Hamrick, 2000, Dan Nation, 2001, Henry Surratt, 2002, Larry Oates, 2003. I was thrilled to have opportunities just to have conversations with these giants in the industry. And the presidential address. It seemed to me to be the highlight of the meeting in those days. I hung on to every word. But the meeting in 2004 stands out. The presidency of Lee Thomas. There was a buzz about his upcoming address. Lee was he was an upbeat, positive guy, and I think the girls thought he was good looking, cute, you know. And he took pictures all the time. And for all of you that just raised your hand a minute ago, this was pictures taken with a camera because your phone couldn't do it back then. And Lee always had the camera around his neck, and speculation is that he would have pictures as part of his address. He did. The speech was great. The pictures were funny. Everybody loved it. I thought it was awesome. But I admit a twinge of envy. I mean, I started thinking to myself, I think I could do that one day. In the days and weeks leading up to this very moment, today, right now, maybe, perhaps, I've been wound a little tight. Yeah, okay, it's for sure then. A combination of nerves, excitement, and appreciation of the moment. What I have made of it, how big I've made it in my mind for 30 years. So with this context, I want to describe to you what happens behind the scenes. A big part of the role of the president in STA is planning this very meeting. The association's most important. Devin and I talked a lot, securing speakers, working out details, a million little things. 2 weeks ago, we were working on the agenda, and Devin told me, in what I perceived as a casual, even flippant fashion, he told me I had 7 minutes for the president's address. And by the way, he needed me to email him a title. Well, I've told you I was already wound a little tight, and I'm prone to let things get bigger than they need to in my head, and I was irritated. I've been waiting for 30 years, and now Devin still thinks I need to get up and get down in 7 minutes. So I acted a little passive-aggressively. The next day, I sent Devin an email with the subject, Presidential Address Title, and the body of the email simply said, STA and the Meaning of Life. I thought it was hilarious. Give me 7 minutes, and I'll just talk about the meaning of life. Well, my amusement was short-lived. You know Devin, it was all face value to him. He's not smart at heart like I am, you know? So, 15 minutes after receiving my email, he posted it on social media and the internet. President's address, Evans Tyndall, STA and the Meaning of Life. Damn! So, I come home a couple of days later from work, and Melanie, by the way, we are celebrating 32 years of marriage. I know that applause is for her and not for me. Melanie says, STA's coming up. Well, what are you planning for the President's address? And I didn't go into the backstory. I just told her I'd be speaking on the meaning of life. She said, huh? She asked, how many speakers do you have? I said, 5. She said, PhDs, advanced degrees, speaking in their field of expertise? And I said, yep. And she said, and you are going to talk about the meaning of life? I said, yep. It was quiet for a minute, and then she said it. Won't be as good as Lee Thomas. So, despite the skepticism of my soulmate, I am now ready to begin my 7-minute speech titled STA and the Meaning of Life. And Devin is going to go over a couple minutes. All right. Good morning. I am Evans Tyndall. I did not study social science or philosophy. I have not read extensively the great works of literature. I have no formal training in the search for purpose and meaning in life. However, I do occasionally drink bourbon. In these moments of clarity, I have assembled the framework for a full and meaningful life. I would need 16 minutes to explain all of it to you, and I've only been given 7. So I will focus on just one aspect of achieving fulfillment in life. That aspect is being part of, belonging to something bigger than one's self. Because we are faced with the truth that we are on this earth but for a short time, and in that time, even with our best efforts, we can achieve a limited amount. Going it alone, we are doomed to be unsatisfied. We must find places that we fit, places that transcend our individual limitations. This is part of the reason that religion pulls at us, being part of a larger design that is so big that it starts before the beginning of everything and lives on literally forever. Even more, in worship, you're tied to others in a multitude of ways, unified in word and song, actively petitioning a higher power for the good of others and the world. You can learn in this sphere for a lifetime and never be finished. This is part of the reason that family is a priority for most of us. You are part of a family. You belong. It is unique. It started well before you existed and hopefully will live on well beyond you. Your time is short relative to your family span, but you add to it. You change it just a little, and it continues without you. This is part of the reason that one of my great loves is attending Clemson football games. Now, I'm not advocating for fandom. We don't need any more fans, all right? But the game for me evokes memories of time spent with my families and friends. I remember vividly hugging my mother after an especially good third down stop against Georgia in 1981. I remember sitting on the hill with my brother, cheering wildly the pivotal interception against our hated rival in 1980. I recall the emptiness of witnessing the dreaded and should have been illegal punt Rooski in 1988 when Florida State ripped a sure victory from our hands. At a Clemson game, I participate with reckless abandon. Perhaps I am never more myself. At the same time, I am one with the crowd. I worry if I miss a game about the people that sit behind me. We've been together for over 15 years. I do not know their names. Highs and lows experienced with others, the whole event is full of feeling. At a game, I have a job which I take seriously. I am to yell loud and at the right times. It is worthless if I do it alone, but I am not alone. There are many unwritten rules, and I know them all. I have a place and a purpose. And this brings me to the Southern Textile Association. My experience alone goes back 30 years, as you know, before everyone who raised their hands was even born. By hearing my voice, by being part of this moment, your STA experience transcends your time on this earth. There are so many ways that STA is bigger than me. In my 30 years since that 1995 annual meeting, I have worked for 5 companies. STA transcends your employer. Even as STA is bigger than who you work for, the association is a link in my current company. I'm the latest in a line of STA presidents from Glen Raven, Lisa Ariel Omu, 2008. My boss, Randy Blackston, 2012. My friend, Todd Weems, 2016. STA ties me to my colleagues within my company. Mitch Hensley, president, 2006, invited me to dinner with his family Saturday night. Not his business associates, not even just his wife Suzanne, but with his family, including 2 of the girls. We are friends. Now, I'm a customer on his expense report, but we are friends. We had a fantastic dinner. We love to catch up and talk about times from the past and things that friends do. Our friendship is a result of STA. It is possible that we would know each other without STA, but we would not know each other's families. We would not have the same relationship. Rick Carpenter, president, STA 2022, we walk every morning at these events. Did it this morning. It's become a habit, a tradition that I look forward to. The conversation, batting ideas around little things, big things. I had dinner Sunday night with Tony and him, delightful as always. I've been a customer of Rick's to varying degrees over the last 30 years. We would know each other without STA, but we would not know each other's families. We would not have the same relationship. I remember from a podium like this one, Cameron Hamrick, President STA 2023, saying, half joking, all my friends come from STA. He was kind of kidding, and he kind of meant it. STA ties you to others in meaningful ways. It is especially impactful that we spend time together on the beach, at the golf course, at dinners, at the bar, with our families. We laugh, we cry. We come to each other's aid when needed. We care. STA transcends the boundaries of business and personal. I have talked a lot about time, but what about generations? The mix of youth and experience here in this room and at our other meetings, it's a key way that we learn from one another. A powerful personal example, Bill Steen, here today, was a close friend with my father. Almost every time that I see him at STA, he tells me a story about Dad, who we lost in 2017. Often a story that I'd never heard or I'd forgotten. A link with him that I treasure. STA transcends generations. Now, I have given you examples of how STA is something I belong to that is bigger than myself. But this address is not for me. These points are for you. You do not have to be active in STA to have a meaningful life, but it helps. It can be a vehicle on your path to fulfillment. There is purpose here because we need you. We need you to step up into leadership, serving on a planning committee. We need you to keep coming and being who you are to advance the association in little ways. Be a part of this and you will have no regrets. When you give yourself, you reap tremendous rewards. I know that I have. My experience with STA goes back 30 years, but I only have 10 more minutes to be president. In 10 minutes, maybe less, we will pass the baton. My time was short, my ability limited, but I helped move us just a little bit. And that's all I have to do because it is bigger than me. At STA, I have a job which I take seriously. I am to talk loud and at the right times. It is worthless if I do it alone, but I am not alone. There are many unwritten rules. I know a few of them. I have a place and a purpose. And maybe 30 years from now, someone who raised their hand today will look back favorably on the presidency of Evans-Tyndall 2025 and smile. It has been a privilege to be your president. Thank you. All right, now I'm going to play free bird. I ask you, Rick Carpenter, to come to the podium to report on the nominating committee.
I didn't follow that act. Thank you, Evan. Personally, thank you. You mean a lot to me, too. My job today is to report from the nominating committee of the board of directors for our new slate of officers. And we would propose for chairman, we nominate Evans-Tyndall, Glenn Raven. You never get away, you just move on. For president, we nominate Nathan Fisher, Navitech. For first vice president, we nominate Nathan Evans, Sadell Woolley. And second vice president, we nominate Corey Bowman, Unify. And for member at large, we nominate Tina Rogers at Technor, wrote that one. Techmer, sorry, Tina. Also, for our board members whose terms are expiring this year, we nominate Jessica Etheridge at FITech, Chuck Butts of Murata Machinery USA, Jordan Renfro, Simtech, Harriet Scarborough, Central Textiles, Marvin Smith, Schuford Yarns, Advanced Tiller, Impact Workforce Solutions.
Motion to approve the nomination.
Charles has made a motion to approve the nomination.
Second.
Second. Do I have any voter?
All in favor?
All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Thank you. We look forward to the new leadership team.
All right, now Matt Shannon with with our report from the Special Awards Committee.
Morning. All right, who wants to give out some awards?
I can do it.
All right, this is where we honor and recognize those that have sacrificed and dedicated countless hours in service to this great organization that Evans is speaking of. The first award we'll present today is the David Clark Award. The David Clark Award was named for the founder of the STA, honors past presidents of the association who continue to contribute distinguished leadership and service to the association and through the textile industry for 10 years or more following their service as president. The recipients are voted on by the Board of Governors, and it's my pleasure at this time to call Todd Weems, Plant Manager at Glen Raven, to the podium. Let me tell you a little bit about Todd. He served as STA president from 2015 to 2016. He attended East Carolina University. A little slow this morning. Graduated with a Bachelor of Science degree in Industrial Technology. Todd began his textile career at LaFar Industries and later joined Glen Raven in 1989. He began as a lab manager and progressed through the Director of Divisional Quality to his current position of Plant Manager at the Norlena plant. He was heavily involved with the conversion of the plant in 1985 and its ongoing expansion. He considers both of these to be career milestones. Todd has served on multiple county boards, along with being a board member of the Research Triangle Regional Partnership, a 14-county economic coalition. He's been an officer and continues to serve on the Vance Granville Community College Foundation, which oversees one of the top funded scholarships in North Carolina. Weems and his wife Claudia have 2 children, their spouses, and 2 identical twin grandchildren. Wow. So from that, for right now, I'd like to present the David Clark Award to Todd.
So I think Debbie gave me 60 seconds. And so after listening to Devin's good speech and all like that, I looked at my notes, and he pretty much covered it. So,
That's just like it worked, man!
so we'll go with it. But, you know, a couple of decades ago, I had my first meeting, and I felt a little bit out of place. But the group welcomed me. You know, and you know, if you've been to school, you've been somewhere, you wonder, am I in the right room at times? And then sometimes you find out, I'm not in the right place, okay? But on this, if you look and think about it, you think about the company you keep. So we're taught, you know, I was taught, that you're judged by the company you keep. And so I ask you to look to your left, this is left, look to your left, look to the right, that's the company you keep. And this is a phenomenal company. Okay, when you talk about that and you listen to what Evan said, we're a part of a bigger part. This is the backbone. You're the backbone of the industry. And so with that, I have been honored and still honored and privileged to be associated with y'all. So with that, I'll see you in the hood.
All right, now we move on to a special award. This is the George Abbott Membership Award. I'd like to present the George Abbott Membership Award, which was created in 2019 to honor the man who recruited many, many members to the STA over numerous years. George, who had retired as Vice President of Manufacturing at Inman Mills, was presented the first award given in his namesake in 2019. Since then, the award has been given each year to the person who recruits the most members to the association. Unfortunately, we lost George, a friend to all, unexpectedly in 2022. He will forever be known as Mr. STA or Mr. Terrific. This year, it's my distinct pleasure to announce this year's recipient is Randy Blackston, Vice President of Operations at Glen Raven. Unfortunately, Randy couldn't be here today, but in that event, Evans will come up and accept the award on his behalf.
as he is wont to do, Randy gave me instructions on what to do right now. And he wanted me to pass along to the group is honored and humbled to receive this award, and really sees it as a Glenn Raven award. Glenn Raven's dominating today, if you didn't notice. And and what he said was that Glenn Raven understands that we're making an investment in our people by sending them to the STA, and he's just proud to be a part of this. So, thank you.
Yeah, no, I got it. All right, so now we're going to present the Support and Advocacy Award. This year, we have an award that was created last year to recognize organizations that have supported the STA at the highest level of sponsorship dollars over the past year. This very generous support allows STA to organize top-notch programs with high-level speakers and great venues. So we created the Support and Advocacy Award to recognize these organizations. The first organization I would like to recognize is Coker and Associates of South Carolina. Chip, Dan, somebody? Come on, fellas.
Happy birthday, Diane.
Thank you.
Happy birthday. Danny's birthday.
It's my birthday.
Happy birthday.
Knees and above. All right. Thank you.
Matt, why Dan, just stay there. Today is Dan's birthday.
Oh.
I think, and I'm out of line, Mr. President. Are you still president?
Yeah, I'm still president.
But I think let's sing happy birthday to Dan. Somebody started, I mean.
Happy
birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Dan. Happy birthday to you.
Most people have ever sing happy birthday in my life.
All right, the next recipient, Dan Bartex.
It's your birthday, Dan?
No, back in May.
Thank you so much. Congratulations. All right, one more time. And the North Carolina State Wilson College of Textiles and the North Carolina Textile Foundation. One more time, everybody. Thank you.
All right. One final award to give, and it's really important to me. We'd like to present outgoing Chairman Charles Poston with a gravel plaque symbolizing him becoming Chairman Emeritus and a life member of the Board of Governors, Charles Poston.
This is not going to be a long speech. It's not going to be a speech. I just want to say one thing. Yesterday we were on the beach. There's a young lady. She was a lifeguard, and I just happened to go and say hello to her. young girl, and she looked at all the people on the beach, and she said, "What is going on?" I said, "Well, it's an industry function. What industry tax force?" She said, "I could have sworn it was a family reunion." That's exactly her words, family reunion. So I want to share that with everybody. So thank everybody so much for helping me through my management time with STA, Evans, Devin, all the past, Rick, Ed, past people. So thank you very much. It made it a lot easier knowing you had John to call out and help me. So thank you very much, guys. Thank you.
By design, the relationship among leadership in STA is such that you get help from your chairman when you're president. So Charles gave me help, and I hope to do the same thing for Nathan in the coming year. But it's like Providence, because it works out in such a way that Charles has these strengths. Like, I mean, there's nothing he doesn't think he can do. There's like nothing too big. And a lot of these like hit in the places where I'm weak. And so it's worked out fantastic and brought a lot. So I appreciate it. Give Charles another hand. Okay, our next speaker, Augie Tantillo. It is not hyperbole to say that everybody in this